yesterday, Miss Grace and I were looking at things that she's really, really, really good at. And she came up with a few ideas. Would you like to tell Mommy and Daddy? Yeah? All right, come here. Can you read it from here, or is that very tricky?
You can read it, baby. Go on.
So you're very good at? We love it.
Daddy can't hear you, babe. Swimming. You are very good at swimming.
Yeah? What about this one here? Reading.
You are very good at reading.
Ooh, that's a very tricky one.
Additions in math. You are very good at that.
Ooh, and this is my favorite. What's that?
Making friends. You are very good at that, Grace.
So she's really, really, really good at these things. And we also look at other things that maybe Grace needs a little, tiny bit of help with. And
Grace, take that out of your mouth.
And some of these things are, like, for example, speaking what? Loud.
Speaking louder.
Loud and clear, yeah.
Yes, I think
when
that's
presenting.
true. And Grace, you told me that you worked really hard on being clear when you presented about your invention. So you're working on that, right?
Yeah. We also need a tiny little help at reading, but not because we need help, just because we want to make it a super reader. Yeah. Ooh, another thing that she told me. What about this one?
Snapping your fingers. She did tell me that one of her goals is snapping her fingers. I said, do we have any reading goals in there or anything?
What about this one?
I did hear about the yo-yo as well.
Yo-yo. And I had another one because she's really good at additions. She's been working very hard at additions. But we still struggle a little bit with the subtractions because that's more complicated. So we're going to start working on that. What do you think? Is that a good idea?
I think that's a great idea.
So we came up with 2 goals because there are so many things that we could be working on, but we have to choose 2. So we chose, for our first goal, speak loud and clear.
I love that goal. I think that's a great goal.
And the other one is Mommy's favorite goal. Improve what?
Improve your reading.
Yes.
Grace told me that her only 2 goals were yo-yo and snapping. I am so happy. I mean, we'll still work on that. And I said, we'll happily work on that. But I love these goals, Grace. Exactly what I would have been thinking.
They're fantastic.
They are fantastic.
And I think she's not going to have any problem.
So what are some things that we can do to help work on the goals?
Ooh, we work on that too. And she gave me an idea. All right. For speaking loud and clear, she said that she can use Can you say that?
Can you say it louder? Do you think Daddy could hear that? I'll move it up a little. Go ahead. One more time.
Loud voice.
Good.
And I thought that I could help her by asking her from time to time to read aloud to her friends or present things in the classroom, maybe with her best friend, choose one of her friends, and then present together. Do you think that will work? That will help you? Because sometimes we are a bit shy if we are alone there, and a friend can help us. Yeah.
It's funny though, Gracie, because your voice is loud and clear at home.
Yeah. So, Mommy, how can you help?
Well, let's think about this, because we can work at home too on some of this, where we could do some presentations and we could all sit around like we're your classmates, and maybe you could practice your presentation with us. And then you know what else I could do, because Mommy does come to school. Maybe I could come in and video some of your presentations and we could watch them. And then decide if you had a loud voice or a quiet voice?
That would be very good. And if you practice a presentation at home, then we can arrange for you to come and do it for your friends. So you practice at home, then you come here and then you do it for everybody, and mommy can take you. And then you can show daddy, and he can decide, oh, yeah, I think this one was pretty loud this time.
Would that be a good
clear.
idea? Okay, I think that would be great.
All right, what can we do for improving your reading? Grace said yesterday that she will try hard and that she will read a story after dinner.
That's what you want to do?
What do you think?
I think that is lovely because you get books sent home for homework of books that you already know pretty well. And so why not after dinner we do a family story time and you read the family a story? What do you think about that? Yes? I think that would be great. I think that's great for you to do. Now, when we're talking about improving our reading, I think, remember we used the word attack, word attack, right? And so we want you to try the words and attack them first before asking for help, right? And there's also a lot of words that you really do know, but sometimes we just say we don't know them. So we'll really just try to make sure we, say the words that we know before we ask for help.
Is that because we're tired sometimes and we don't want to read? Or is that why you say I don't know the word, but you really know the word?
I spy on Grace sometimes in bed reading stories, and when no one's around and there's nobody to help you, you figure out those words, don't you?
Really? Oh, that's very clever. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. So what I'm going to do to help you is every Friday when we have our playing time in the afternoon, I'm going to take you and maybe some of your friends and maybe sit together and look at some tricky words that you don't know very well, and maybe we can work on them. Yeah, and then I hope that will help you with your reading. What do you think, Grace? Is that a good idea? Yeah? All right, and what are Mommy and Daddy going to do at home to help you?
Well, we'll schedule the dinner story time. Mm-hmm. And also, Mommy works with Grace every night on homework, every day on homework, right? Grace? Right? So I'm thinking Gracie does one piece of homework. She should pick whatever piece she wants to do. And after you pick your one piece of homework, I think we should either do a little bit of reading or writing some of those tricky words that maybe Miss Raquel is going to work on with you. What do you think? So we'll work on, at home, some of the words for your reading. Okay? Does that sound good?
Good girl, she is.
Okay.
Fantastic. All right. Would you like to be the first person to sign in the contract? Because this is a very serious contract, for our goals. So you go, and your signature here. I need you to write your name.